Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I will be solving a 2019 waec maths question which says the third and sixth terms of a geometric progression GP are 1 over 4 and 1 over 32 respectively. Find the first term and the common ratio. Second question is to find the seventh term. So are we in this together? Yes. Let's start solving. Let's bet it. Okay. Solution. Now, they gave us the third term. So let's write it. T3 equals to what? 1 over 4. The third term is 1 over 4. And they gave us the sixth term, which is T6 equals to 1 over 32. So they've given us we've written out what they've given us, which is the third term 1 over 4 and the sixth term, which is 1 over 32. The next thing now we're going to find is this is GP. So the formula for GP is AR raised by n minus 1. Here A is the first term, R is a common ratio, and n is a term, the n term. So as we have our formula given out here, general formula, let me name it so that we'll not mix it together. So we've written out our general formula. Now let's start working. They gave us our T3 and T3. The formula to get this T3 will be A times R. They did not give us our A, so we'll leave it as A. That's our first term. Then they did not give us our common ratio, leave it as R. And now our nth term, is 3. That's the term that they're asking us. So it's the third term that they're looking for. So it will be 3 minus 1. So it will be AR raised power 2, 3 minus 1, 2, which equals to 1 over 4. So we've gotten the formula how 1 over 4 came about. Now the sixth term, let's get the formula of the sixth term, which is AR. Here the term is 6, so 6 minus 1 equals to AR raised power 5, which is 1 over 32. Yeah, so we have expressed the formula of our third term and the formula of our sixth term. Now time to go into the solution improper. So from here we can get our common ratio, which will be dividing the, let's name this equation 1 and naming this equation 2. And to get our common ratio, we have to divide equation 2 by equation 1, which will be dividing the sixth term by the third term. Will be 1 divided 1 over 32 divided by 1 over 4 equals to AR raised power 5 divided by AR raised power 2. You can also express this as this or this as this. So I just express it like this so it's easier for us to simplify. The next thing will be 1 over 32 times 4 over 1, which equals to, remember our law of indices, when you are dividing the power, when you are dividing a number with power, you subtract the powers. So what we are going to do now is AR, because they have the same, this one will cancel out, no A will be left again. Well, they have the same base, so it will be 5 minus 2. We're left with 4 here, 1, 4 here, 1, and 4 here, 8. From here we've got an answer as 1 over 8 equals to r raised to power 5 minus 2 is what? 3. So r raised to power 3. which will be 1/2. Now I want to express this so that to have the power of 3, so it's easy for us to cancel out the power of 3 and get our r. So expressing this, 1/8 can also be 1/2 raised power 3. Yeah, because 1 raised power 3 is what, 1, and 2 raised power 3 is what, 8. That's 1/8 equals to r raised power 3. So here now we can cancel out the powers, leaving us with 1/2 equals to r. Therefore, the common ratio is 1/2. Now we found the common ratio. The next thing we are going to be finding is the first term, and to get the first term we have to impute this common ratio into one of the formulas to get either the third term or the sixth term. And to do this, I will be using the third term formula. That will be T3 equals to AR raised power 2 equals to 1/4. So now substituting the common ratio, it should be T3 equals to A times 1/2 raised to power 2 equals to 1/4, which will give us A times 1/4 equals to 1/4. As we all know, 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. That's how we got our 1/4 here. Now the next thing is to divide both sides by the coefficient of A, and the coefficient of A is 1/4. So we have to do 1 times 1/4, and that's A bracket 1/4 equals to A bracket 1/4 equals to 1/4. Tell that our coefficient of A here is 1/4. The next thing now we're going to do is to divide both sides, as I said earlier. That would be 1/4 divided by 1/4 equals to 1/4 divided by 1/4. So 1/4 here 1, 1/4 here, if we left with only A, then this 1/4 divided by 1/4 is the same thing as 1. Here 1/4 divided by 1/4 is what, 1. So we have our first term as 1. Therefore, the first term is 1. Now we've gotten our common ratio and our first term. Our common ratio is what, half, and our first term is 1. So we can use this now and find the second question, which says find the seventh term. We are going to be using the general formula to derive the formula that we use and find the seventh term. Then from there we'll calculate the seventh term. Remember that our general formula, as I said earlier, was AR n minus 1, the nth term of a GP. The formula of it is AR raised power n minus 1, where our A is our first term, our R is our common ratio, and our n is our term, then minus 1 is a constant. So here we are finding the seventh term, so it will be T7 equals to AR 7 minus 1, which is AR raised to power 6. Now we'll impute our answers. Our first term 1 and our common ratio half. It would be 1 times 1/2 raised to the power of 6. I know 1 times anything is that thing. So now we have our our 1 over 2 raised power 6 as 1 over 64. Remember, 1 raised power 6 is 1, then 2 raised power 6 is 64, then 1 times 8 is 1 over 64. That's how we get our final answer as 1 over 64. Therefore, the 7th term of that GP of that particular GP is 1 over 64. So the next question here that we have is, given that 2 and minus 3 are the roots of the equation ax squared plus or minus bx plus c equals to 0, find the values of a, b, and c. So here they give us a quadratic equation that has unknown constants. So we have to find the unknown constants using the roots that they give us. And let's start solving. Now we have our roots as 2. First, we have to start writing. We have to start with what they gave us. So we have the roots as 2, and also x equals to minus 3. So what we are going to do now is we are going to make this an equation. So it will be where we have x equals to 2, x minus 2 equals to 0, and x plus 3 equals to 0. This is something like, when you've already found the roots. We have already found the roots now. We want to make the equation back. That's what you're trying to do now. And at this point, you have to separate the two roots. When you're solving it, you factorize and separate the two roots. This is the stage where you factorize and separate the two, then equate each of them to 0. This is it. Now, we're going to multiply the two of them together. So it will be x minus 2 times x plus 3 equals to 0. So from here now, we can multiply and get our equation, which should be x plus 3 minus 2 x plus 3 equals to 0. Now we want to open this bracket, so I'm using this bracket to multiply the terms in this bracket. So we are going to use x times x plus 3 minus 2 times x plus 3. So I want to open it up so that we can see step by step how we are multiplying, so I will not get confused while multiplying, because I can just multiply straight, but as I multiply now, I can get confused. You guys too can also get confused. So to avoid mistakes and confusion, so let's go step by step. X times x will give us x squared plus 3x minus 2x minus 6. X times x, x squared, plus 3 times x give us 3x, minus 2 times x, that will be minus 2x, minus 2 plus 3 minus 6. Remember, minus times plus will give us what? Minus, equals to 0, which will also give us x squared plus 3x minus 2x is x, 1x, minus 3 minus 2 give us 1. So it's not compulsory we write the 1. We can just write it plus x minus 6 equals to 0. So this is our equation. So now comparing it with what they gave us ax squared plus or minus bx plus c equals to 0. So comparing it, we have our a as 1. Remember, x squared just 1 is also 1. Then this 1. Then c as minus 6. We already circled them. So a equals to 1, b equals to 1, because you're plus or minus. So b equals to 1 and c equals to minus 6. Yeah. So that will be all for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Turn on the notification button so you get notified anytime I drop more solutions like this. Thank you. See you next time. Bye.